It's going to be very interesting, the expressions. And if you master them, you're really going to create some fantastic animations without even a keyframe. But we'll go step by step. Now, if you want to follow along with me, please open expressions-start.aep. And in this project, please double-click on the pick whipping composition to open it, and we start working. I hope you're there already. Let's see what we have here. We have a ball or a circle going up and down on a motion path, as simple as this, for 5 seconds only. And the star has no animation at all. Now, if you are in CC 2018 and you want to use expressions, it's good to bring up the parent and link column. For this, you will right-click on next to the name, for example, you go to columns and make sure parent and linked is checked, and you have the column over here. This is used for parenting and also linking properties. If you open the circle now, you twirl it down, you will notice that in CC 2018, every property has a pick whip here. This is a pick whip. You can use this pick whip to link properties, or you can come to the stopwatch, press Alt or Option on the Mac and click on it, and you have the expression, let's say the menu, open for you, and you have a certain space over here, which is the editing space for the expressions. Now here you have 4 icons. The first one, it says enable or disable the expression. Now it's disabled, now it's enabled. The second one is for show post expression graph. After you have created an expression, you can go to the graph and see how the graph is behaving for this expression. And you have another pick whip, and you have a small arrow here that says expression language menu. If you click on it, you will find that After Effects has hundreds of expressions over here. Now, there is no need to learn all of them to learn about expressions or about linking. It's good to learn only the most common and the most useful ones. Some of them, you really need an expert level to start working on them. To cancel the expression, if you don't want it at all you have to do is to come to the stopwatch, press Alt or Option on the Mac and click on it, and here it is, it has disappeared. Let's start, for example, taking the star here and deciding that since the star has no animation and you don't want to create any keyframes, you want to link the rotation of the star to the position, because position is animated. If you are in 2018, you can immediately start using this pick whip, but I prefer to go over here to show you more. So I press Alt or Option on the Mac, and I will use this pick whip here. It's the same, in fact. I will click on it and drag it. Notice that I can link to the whole position property, X and Y, or only take one single value, which is the X value, or the Y value. Now, rotation is a single value, so it will be interesting to pick whip or to link the rotation to the X value of the position. Here you are, you release. An expression has been created for you. That's quite cool, right? This expression is really plain English. It says, in this composition, within the layer circle, within the transform properties, please take the value of position 0. Position 0 means it is the X position. So you start 0, 1. So notice, it means in this composition, from the layer circle, go to position here and take the value X, as simple as this. If you want to commit, just click outside and your expression is written for you. Now, if you play, the star will be taking the rotation values from the X position of the circle. If you scrub through a bit, here you are, you notice it's the same value, 259 and 259. Of course, when you increase, it's going to give you a full rotation plus the value here. So it's 438 minus 360. You have the 360 here and the 78. Here you are now, you animated the star without any keyframes. In short, you linked the rotation of the star to the X position of the circle. That's it. So if you don't like the expression, you can disable it and see what happens. Now it's not working at all, it's disabled. Or you can change it. You can change it in different ways. The first way is to give it another expression, for example. Actually, it will be nicer if you pick whip it to the Y. Notice the old expression disappeared, and now you're using from the layer circle in transform position 1, which is the Y value here. If you click out, play, notice now it's going to go left and right because the value of position is going up and down with the Y. Here you are. It's pretty interesting, right, guys? Okay, so now you have the star rotating left and right or clockwise and counterclockwise according to the position Y. If you were to create this animation with keyframes, first it's not going to be easy to sync them, and then it's going to take lots of work. If there is any change in the circle movement, then you have to go back and change the animation. But creating the expression using the pick whip, it's very easy. Thank you very much for listening in this lecture, and in the next one we see more about the pick whip and how to write expressions.